It's so thoughtful. Kasasa Cashback simply appreciates me. It also refunds my ATM withdrawal fees. My Megabank account just takes money out every month without even asking. Sounds like it's time to move on.
Take back the special treatment you deserve with Kasasa Cashback. Ask for Kasasa Cash Checking at Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank today. Member FDIC.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Reliable plumbing and heating services are just a phone call away when you contact the professionals at McGuire Plumbing and Heating in Fallontown. Family owned for more than 35 years, McGuire Plumbing and Heating has earned a reputation by providing accurate quotes and being open and honest when on the job, plus giving honest advice that may be needed down the road but isn't an immediate concern today. Find McGuire Plumbing and Heating on Facebook or call 860-376-3388. Look for the big truck with the little Irish fella. McGuire Plumbing and Heating, proud sponsor of Griswold Youth Football.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, project coordinator of Grizzle Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to grizzlepride.org. grizzlepride.org. grizzlepride.org.
Here's a look at your local weather forecast on SNSN. We can expect rain pretty much all day today. It won't really get heavy, but it'll just be dreary and gross. Mostly cloudy, otherwise temps around 59 degrees, and it could be a little windy with gusts getting as high as 25 miles per hour. Tonight, the rain should continue right until your overnight. Then it should clear up towards the morning, temps around 35 degrees, and then sunny skies on Friday with temps right around 41 degrees.
Live from Main Street, your community radio.
Mike Minarski and Rich Waslick in the morning, and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. What's up? What up?
It's Thursday.
Dreary.
You got nothing today, do you? I got nothing.
No, it's dead out there.
Yeah, it's dead. All right, so we changed things around here a little bit. Maybe not so much in the studio, but what we're doing now is we're doing news and news talk all in the morning, and we are doing 80s music all day with a smattering of Christmas music.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't think. I mean, there are stations, there are places that you can go. I mean, even even the Samsung channel on a TV, because we got a brand new Samsung
That's
TV.
a thing.
Yeah, they have like 40 different stations of music.
Oh yeah, okay.
And as soon as you turn your TV on, boom, Christmas.
I didn't know
music.
they had a Samsung music.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So it's all music videos. It's all music videos. So
Like MTV used to be.
Kinda, yeah. But it's all Christmas music. Yeah. They got more. I mean, they have every format you could think of. So you can find very easy Christmas music 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I think it was 97.
Yeah, let's not worry about now. Let's worry about them promoting themselves, you know. And that's whatever. So we only play
Toss it up a little bit.
Huh?
Toss it up a little bit.
Yeah, we've been doing maybe about 4 or 5 songs an hour. Now you think, I mean, really, there's only about 10 songs an hour that plays, on the radio.
That's nice.
So maybe it's less than half.
That's
but you do get, by the time you're hearing like an 80s song by John Cougar, or maybe an old club dance song that you used to like, whatever. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a Christmas song.
That's good.
By one of the old cowboys.
Not too much of one thing or the other.
I guess that was what I was trying to go ahead and create.
It's easy to get sick of Christmas music. So that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Christmas music starts before Thanksgiving, and it's like, no.
It started around Halloween in some places.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And it's like, not yet.
Yeah.
I heard Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, about a week before Thanksgiving.
Mm.
And I'm like, not yet.
No, all I want her to do is be quiet. I can't stand her.
Do you know Mariah Carey can't dance?
I'm not surprised.
She cannot dance. She got no
You
rhythm.
ever hear her talk like about anything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
She doesn't have, I mean, if you watch any of her videos, you know, I mean, she does a lot of chair dancing, like the song Fantasy, which is kind of like, it's, you know, there's some samples of Genius of Love, you know, pew, 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 you know, in there or whatever. She's in a roller coaster, right? And she's like just kind of moving her shoulders back and forth. She can't dance.
No.
There's not, I don't think there's a video out there that actually shows Mariah Carey dancing at all.
There's not many videos showing her doing anything really, other than standing there
looking
singing.
annoying.
Yeah, singing. That's about it. Yeah.
I always thought she was. Now, when she first came out, and I was a young adult male, I was like, oh my God, she's hot. Now she's just annoying.
Yeah, then she started talking. It was a
oh my God, that's cliche. No, I just you find
I've
her
heard her
annoying
talk sometimes, and it's painful was the word I was looking for.
God, imagine her and Fran Drescher having a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that show? I can't.
The Nanny.
TV.
The Nanny. That's the weird thing is I love The Nanny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's a channel on YouTube TV. It's called Cozy, COZI.
Really?
And it's all like 80s shows.
Oh
yeah, it's like I mean things that you haven't seen in forever. It's like Dharma and Greg.
She reminds me of that show Ridiculous on MTV. You ever seen it?
No.
Oh, you're not missing
No,
anything.
No.
Yeah, it's worse than Funniest Home Videos because they're not funny. It's
ridiculousness or ridiculous?
It could be ridiculousness. I don't know. It's ridiculous all over.
Oh.
It's it has that girl on there that she laughs and it sounds like she's a hyena on crack.
I don't know.
Ugh.
I don't know. I just don't. This Cozy TV station is really cool though. Like
Never heard of it.
Do you have YouTube TV at all or
No?
No. Okay, because there's some services that have it, and I'll go to bed and Roseanne comes on. That's another episode of Roseanne, and then a couple episodes of The Nanny.
Oh,
I've seen every episode of The Nanny now.
Oh, I do remember that show now. It has a little small, was it Hispanic or nanny?
No, Fran Drescher is the nanny. She's like a
With black
Jewish.
hair?
She plays a Jewish woman.
Yeah.
Who had a boyfriend, kicked her out, and all of a sudden she just decided to apply for a nanny job. She's never been a nanny, and all of a sudden, you know, she's the nanny.
Is that the one with her and the father hook up at the end of the series?
They
or
do get
something?
married. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
And they
I
got the
remember
funny.
that,
The
thank
butler's always funny, no matter what show.
Yeah.
You know, you remember the Jeffersons?
Oh yeah.
You know, the maid. She was always hilarious. Marla Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good morning, Donna. How are you? Good morning to you. So, what is? I would be curious to know out of the old 80s sitcoms and TV shows, what would be your favorite? I had so many. I was a big Alf fan.
Oh, I remember Elf. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the boss? Tony Danza.
Yep.
Alyssa Milano.
Yep. Before she started shoplifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Was that Winona Ryder?
I don't know. It could be this. Yeah.
I thought it was Winona Ryder that did that,
Okay. Yeah. She did something. No, actually, she stayed pretty straight, didn't she?
What's that?
What's her face there?
Alyssa Milano.
She stayed pretty straight, didn't she? Yeah.
Tony Danza's like 76.
Oh, I'm feeling so old lately.
You ever click on the story, you know, on the internet, and all of a sudden it'll say, "Look and see what these celebrities are doing and how old they are now."
Yeah.
I sat at my desk yesterday towards the end of the day. This is pretty much how I ended my day.
So you're pre-planning for today.
No, it just kind of happened, and I'm clicking through all of these celebrities that I grew up watching, and they're all senior citizens.
Yeah, it's starting to feel old.
Tony Danza, I couldn't believe. And I'm like, there's no way Tony Danza is like 77, 78 years old.
Yeah, then you think about it, and it's like, oh.
Betty White is 99.
I'm surprised she's still alive.
Oh, I know. She's the last one of the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Left. She has outlived everybody.
She's the happiest one, probably. That's the.
I don't know if she hit 100 yet because it seems like it's been like 4 years that she's been 99. I really believe we're living in a simulation, and I think that's Betty White. You have to really kind of like not say anything bad about her.
There's never anything bad about her on the media.
No, I know, because you want her to be around forever. No, she was born on January 17th, 1922. Wow. She's 99, and she'll be 100 on obviously January 17th. But me and my friend Lisa Coe will always, we say that, she who must not be named, because you don't want to put her name out there. But you want to talk about really an entertainment national treasure. Betty White, man. I mean, she embodies all of that.
We used to go to sleep all the time to the Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that she was the oldest one? Oh, no. Who was it?
Well, I know the mother was not the oldest
No,
one.
no,
She
no,
was
no,
actually
no.
played by a young lady.
I think it was B. Arthur. That was the oldest one out of all of them.
Is that the tall one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe that's she
Probably
was the oldest one.
Did she die first?
I don't know.
She's the crankiest one I remember.
No, it's still. I thought Estelle Getty was the crankiest one. She was hilarious.
That was the one that owned the house, right?
She was the grandma or the mother.
No, she was actually played by a young lady. That was a lot of makeup and stuff. Makeup job.
Estelle Getty, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was still an older woman, but
Was she?
Yeah, let's see. Let's go right to it. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. B. Arthur, Betty White, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty. Estelle Getty was the, I believe, almost the youngest. Or maybe Rue McClanahan was. But anyway, I love the damn show. I thought it was great.
It was awesome.
It was so much fun. So, B. Arthur. No, she was not the oldest. Because Betty White, I think Betty White.
She was the oldest?
I think so. Well, by a couple of months. So she was born in March of the same year Betty White, 1922.
Okay.
Let's look at Estelle Getty. Estelle Getty was born in 1923.
So she was almost the same age.
Mm-hmm. She died 13 years ago. She was 84.
Oh,
so she'd be 97 right now.
No kidding.
So Betty White, yeah. Let's look. Rue McClanahan. She was the Southern Belle out of them all.
That's the one that had the house. She owned the house. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she was definitely the youngest. She was born in 1934.
Oh.
And she died 11 years ago. So Betty White, who is the oldest or was the oldest Golden Girl by a couple of months over B. Arthur, is still here.
Wow.
She's outlived them all.
She seems pretty healthy too, though, for her age. I mean,
well, yeah, I guess for 99.
Yeah. She's still walking around and has a brain like a whip, doesn't she?
Yeah. She still has her wits about her and stuff, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like her and I are buddies.
You don't talk a lot?
No, not at all. Betty and I haven't, we were BFFs for a while. But my dad, he's one of those guys that he's gonna live forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you know what he's 79 and he doesn't ever get sick. My dad doesn't ever get sick at all. And he attributes one thing to his whole health. Cod liver oil.
I've heard that oil is really good for
cod liver oil. He's been taking it since he was a kid. and he keeps it in his fridge, and it's gross. I mean, it
Really?
smells awful. It's just not even.
They make cod pills.
They make it in the pills too, but he just takes the oil and
Take a swig.
he takes a swig. Yeah, he doesn't even put a spoon out. He
My
just takes
grandmother
it.
used to do that with vinegar.
That's another thing.
Mhm.
That's another thing.
She stunk like vinegar too. That was that and her
You do the same
hairspray and
thing.
perfume.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
all together. Oh, you could always smell when she was coming in the house.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mothballs.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But she, well, that
Betty
didn't
White.
help her. She's dead already. So
Oh,
yeah, didn't help her at all. Actually,
So-
I think she was actually the first one to go.
So what was your favorite, like 80s sitcom or right there? What about you
Well,
guys
I was
in social media land? What was
1980.
yours?
I was 2 years old. So
Okay, so probably Barney.
no, I hated Barney.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I didn't watch it.
Gullah Gullah Island.
No, A-Team and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
At 2?
Well, no, I don't think I watched TV at 2. To be
Oh.
honest, I don't remember 2 years old.
The Big Blue House. What was it? The Big Blue Dog or something? I don't know.
Oh, I know here, Clifford.
That's the red dog.
That's the red one. Who's
Yeah.
the blue one?
The Big Blue House or something. What about Magilla Gorilla?
I don't even know who that is.
Magilla Gorilla
I don't
for
know who-
sale.
Who's that? I don't know.
It's a gorilla.
But was it a show or
It's a cartoon.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right along with
Um,
the Great Grape Ape.
Trying to think of what we watched as
These
kids.
are things you missed, man. You should've
We
been
weren't
born
really
earlier.
allowed to watch a lot of TV as a kid, actually. But, jeez. Yeah, I mean, other than old enough to watch A-Team and stuff, we didn't. I don't.
How old
remember.
were you? I mean, I never got into the A-Team.
No,
Not
I
at all.
love that.
Never
GI
got
Joe.
into it. Yeah, never got into that
Yeah,
either.
yeah. Well, we always played war. We were always going to the woods and dig holes and traps and stuff and sleep in the holes. And
I couldn't get. I never got into really those type of shows. Thunderbirds,
Oh yeah, Transformers, stuff like
yeah,
that.
no, Marvel.
Yeah. Mhm.
I just didn't.
No, in Marvel, I never got into.
I never really got into any of that
Um,
stuff.
But GI Joe, Transformers,
Mhm.
A-Team, those kind of shows were the
Yeah.
big hits.
So this is
but-
the action stuff.
yeah.
you
well-
must be like an action movie fan or something.
oh, I love them.
Okay.
Like best
All right.
Christmas movie to me is like Die Hard. It's never mind the Christmas Story. I want to watch the square blow up and stuff.
Joanne says Mama's Family.
That
Remember
sounds
Mama's
familiar.
Family?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
All right, so there was a show growing up in the 70s. It's Carol Burnett,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Carol Burnett show,
Mhm.
and it was a variety show. They had variety shows back then,
Yeah.
but it was all comedy skits
Mhm.
and stuff like that. It had Harvey Korman was in.
Oh, Mama,
and
she had the little
Vicki Lawrence.
Yeah, yeah.
Vicki
And
Lawrence
the
was
husband was a like stereotypical TV husband back then.
kind of
Yeah,
yeah. Tim Conway.
Mhm.
They all had their characters and
The
stuff.
older kids lived at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mama, kiss my
Yeah.
grits. That was her thing. Kind of like what Jimmy Walker had. Dynamite. She had kiss my grits. So that was her thing.
Yeah, we used to stay up late at night when we were in the 80s because the only air conditioner we had in the house was in my parents' room.
Oh, okay.
So
All
my
right.
father would make milkshakes because he
Oh,
worked
cool.
at Dairy Queen as a teenager in New Haven. So
I think everybody worked at Dairy Queen.
probably
at
back then,
some
probably
point,
yeah. Well, Dairy Queen was almost shut down. When there's only 2 of them in Eastern Connecticut when I was growing up.
I worked at the one in Clinton
But the
for about a
air
month.
conditioner was the only one in my parents' room. So we would sleep in there in sleeping bags in the summertime, and they'd watch Nick at Night,
Oh, okay.
and we'd end up watching Nick at Night and having milkshakes during the summertime.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Actually, that's pretty cool. So, Joanne, you are correct. It was Vicki Lawrence in Mama's Family.
Yep.
Yvonne, good morning. Thanks for jumping in. And Lori, good morning to you as well. So, Mama's Family. Well, anyway, getting back to Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett,
Yeah.
she was Carol Burnett. There was Harvey Korman, Tim Conway, and Vicki Lawrence. Vicki Lawrence is probably the one that really she had the most popularity or the biggest run after Carol Burnett. But I love the Carol Burnett show. There was so many different and this is back when you could have a comedy show and it was clean. there was not, MF this, MF that. Like you
I
hear.
think I saw those a couple times.
Huh?
I thought I saw that a couple
Yeah,
times.
I mean, those types of show laughing.
That sounds familiar.
These are all shows that had, they're all like slapstick kind of comedy. You sit down a 16-year-old now in front of
probably think it's talk TV.
You put a 16-year-old in front of the Carol Burnett show and say, sit there and watch it, and on the table next to him put a rotary telephone. Those kids are going to think, what the heck is going on here? Am I in a time
Back
warp?
to the future, yeah.
But you don't know. They may enjoy it.
They might.
They might actually.
The old stuff's starting to make its way back. So
yeah, look at
it's
vinyl.
Full circle.
Look at vinyl. Vinyl's coming back. So anyway, hey guys, think about it. I would like to know, other than just Joanne, with Mama's Family, what was your favorite sitcom back in the day? So let us know. I would certainly love to know what you think. So we'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN.
We love the 80s. The 80s hits that radio forgot about are coming up next. Sounds wonderful. SNSN.
Hi, this is Alan Gear. You may know me as Mr. Jewett City. I want to tell you about my experience with our local eye doctor, Dr. Joel Zuckerbrun. I recently had cataract surgery, and I was told that I needed new glasses. I didn't know what to do because the problem was this was right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Where the heck was I going to get glasses? I checked places that make glasses. I looked online, and what I found was my solution was practically in my own backyard. So I called Dr. Z, as most people know him. His office is right on North Main Street, right here in the borough of Jewett City. I went to my appointment and had my glasses faster than I would have thought possible. Called Dr. Zuckerbrun at 376-2848. I trust Dr. Z with my eyesight, and you should too. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Harry, the Tooth Fairy. Or at least I used to be the Tooth Fairy. Business was great. Then people started discovering Griswold Dental. Dr. Norman Katzoff and his staff can do things to help you keep your teeth longer. It's enough to make an old Tooth Fairy cry. Griswold Dental can do all the work in-house. Imagine a new crown in 2 hours. They even know how to make dental anxiety go away. They even have a laser that can help with your gums. Griswold Dental will make you want to smile again. They can restore, clean, and help prevent all those problems that keep me in business. Dr. Katzoff and his staff will make you feel like family. They're friendly and you'll be comfortable. Contact Griswold Dental today and set up an appointment. 860-376-2624. 860-376-2624. Griswold Dental, 87 Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Tell them the Tooth Fairy sent you.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, Project Coordinator of Grizzled Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to grizzledpride.org. grizzledpride.org. grizzledpride.org.
What do you say we exchange gifts? We love the 80s. You get a Christmas gift, you get a Christmas gift, and you get a Christmas gift. Everybody gets a Christmas gift. SNSN.
Good morning. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is a beautiful Thursday morning. If you're a duck,
I like it.
It's rainy. It's going to be rainy pretty much all day and right through the evening. And then tomorrow should be nice. Should be nice tomorrow. So the weekend should be pretty decent. So one of the supporters that messages that I just played, highway campers, like you had said, that you had driven by there and there really wasn't much on the lot.
Yeah.
And that was what I had thought too, because I didn't know what was going on. Because you don't think about what's, happening, with supply chain and everything when you just drive by and what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was talking to them and they're busier than ever. They're absolutely busier than ever. The thing is that of all the trailers and stuff that they would go ahead and order to have for stock, they couldn't get camper-sized fridges and stoves.
Oh,
well, not them, the manufacturers.
Yeah.
So they had a hard time getting stuff. And I totally understand that school of thought, because the previous year when COVID was
the height of COVID.
Yeah, the height of COVID. We bought a brand new living room set. And we had it specially ordered or specially made, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a special order. Okay. So it took, they promised us delivery by the beginning of December of 2020. We didn't get it until January.
Wow.
And that was almost 4.5 months. What were you going to do, right?
Yeah. Well,
what were you going to do? So the same thing was happening with everybody else.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's how
makes
that
sense.
went. All right. So let's get back to one of the things that I had asked. Is like, what is your favorite 70s or 80s television show, sitcom? Gojira, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Cartoon was Transformers.
Yep.
Live action. And for live action, it was Married with Children. I don't know if that was live action, but it was.
I don't know about live action, but we weren't allowed to watch that. So
no,
my mother said it didn't depict real family life.
Oh, you know what? No, hold on. Never mind. It's live action and Married with Children.
Okay.
Yeah, Married with Children was great. Thomas, good morning. Says good morning, Mike and Rich.
Morning.
Donna, American Bandstand, Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Carol Burnett. Yeah. And were some of his favorites. Okay, so
yeah. We did watch Bonanza.
Huh?
We did watch Bonanza.
Yeah. Little Joe.
Yeah. Well, I actually loved that show. Yeah.
You know who played Little Joe?
I forget his name, but
Michael Landon.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Michael Landon.
He created Little House on the Prairie, right?
Little House on the Prairie.
Which I never watched an episode of, but.
And what was the one where he was an angel? Heaven Sent, or
no? I know what you're talking about, but it was something to do with Stairway to Heaven or something. No, that was a song. Yeah, no, you're right. Something about heaven, my heaven, or
I don't know, but
I've seen a couple of those shows. Yeah,
he had some pretty successful shows.
Yeah, Little House on the Prairie was his all-time hit. I think that was still played in some places.
Mm-hmm. Bonanza and
Bonanza was his
Highway
first
to
show.
Heaven. Highway to Heaven.
Mm-hmm. I watched a documentary on him a couple weeks ago.
Okay,
and they said like Bonanza was his first show, and he learned how to direct while doing that show. So
he was just a kid.
He was an older kid, but he was a kid, I think, right?
Well, he started the show in 1959. So he was born in 1936, so he was 23.
Yeah, so he wasn't a little kid. I remember that. Yeah. But they said that they loved him because everybody else would go do their thing, and he went and learned how to direct by talking to people and watching them closely. And then
he died very young.
Sick, right? Or something?
He had cancer.
Yeah.
He had cancer. Michael Landon died at the age of 54.
Wow. Yeah.
So, but he did. He died. But he had some really good... really good he had a good a run there.
Well, he made his mark, that's for sure. That's
absolutely. You know what show that no one ever seems to remember, and I watched it religiously as a kid. This was a 70s show. I watched it religiously and nobody ever mentions it. The Bionic The $6 Million Man.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And then they had the woman too. Then they had the woman, right?
Then then they had the Bionic Woman.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Yeah, so
the Hearts too. Remember back
Heart to Heart.
Heart to Heart.
Yeah. They weren't bionic though.
No, they weren't, but they were. It was something special about them. I don't remember. It's a blur.
They were like married but divorced or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
And they were
Rubber Wagner
investigators or something.
They were PIs. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember Bionic. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love the $6 Million Man.
Mm-hmm.
I love that show. He had the bionic eye. I mean, $6 Million Man today just means you get to eat at a deli.
Yeah,
you don't get much for $6 million anymore.
Get a coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm the $6 Million Man. Yeah, whatever. I just bought Bitcoin. So what? Yeah, Michael Sokolowski. Hey, Michael, good morning. Miss you too, bro. He says, we have the technology. We can rebuild him.
That's true.
That's exactly it. That was it right there. The $6 Million Man. But I did, I'm glad Donut brought up American Bandstand. I loved American Bandstand.
I never saw that.
American Bandstand.
I saw shows that were
like that
depicting it, but yeah.
What do you mean? Like
they were
other music shows? Like Solid Gold?
I don't know what Solid Gold
is. You never saw Solid Gold?
But no, I was shows that were depicting that show. Like they had it, but it was put into the show where they're dancing like American Bandstand, but it wasn't the actual American Bandstand. But,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, they had some shows where you go on and they were like running through, but they were doing the show American Bandstand, and they had them on there with the big poofy hair and stuff. And
was Soul Train?
That was another one, yeah.
The Soul Train was like that.
Mm-hmm.
What about
like Saturday Night Live had a couple of those?
Huh?
Saturday Night Live had a couple of skits where they're making fun of American Bandstand and all those.
Here's one you probably. I don't think anybody would really remember. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to pull something up here.
Live streamed back then. But...
Huh?
I don't think they live streamed back then either. But...
They did not. But I want to bring some. No, I don't want to do that. But here's a show that was really, really tacky, but it was so much fun to watch. I want to try to share the screen here. I would watch it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Here it comes. Oh, it's how many ads is this going to make you watch for crying out loud? My God.
All over the place now, yeah.
Here we go.
Dance Fever is brought to you in part by
Stovetop.
It's time for Dance Fever starring Denny Terrio. The show featuring the country's top dancers competing for cash and prizes worth more than $70,000.
Dance Fever.
Yeah, I can't say I ever saw Dance Fever either. When was that out?
Oh, that was late 70s, early 80s. Like this clip right here is 1983. Gene Seymour was on the show at one time too. I don't know. What a great show. It was a great show.
You notice the difference in the TV back then? They're all happy.
Yeah. They were all happy. The Love Boat.
Oh, yeah. The Love Boat.
Da, 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 da.
You can't say I watched much of that, but I know I've seen
the Love Boat.
I've seen it bits and pieces, but
yeah. I'm Julie, your cruise director.
Yeah.
Who can forget? The plane.
My father used to say it all the time. The plane.
You know what that was from?
Yeah.
Fantasy Island.
Yeah, I never see that.
You've never seen that, but okay. See,
my father used to say the plane.
Right now, that's one of those pop culture things that kind of lives on.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody. Does anybody remember that Ricardo Montalban was the star of the show? You see, he was also Khan. In Star Trek. Which was Wrath of Khan, 3 or 2? I think it was 3.
I don't remember the number.
Khan!
Yep.
Yeah, that was 3.
Oh, okay.
So, but nobody remembers that. They remembers her little Hervé Villachez. Hey, boss, the plane. That's what everybody remembers.
Yeah.
That show had a reboot just last year, or maybe it was earlier this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it was the cast was all female.
Oh.
So the person, it was like completely different, but I don't think it did very well because it's off already.
I've never heard of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't really have cable that much anymore. We watch what is that? Wi-Fi TV kind of.
Well,
it's got channels, but we put HBO Max on and we watch Big Bang
like
Theory.
Roku or
it's the same
like
idea.
A Fire Stick or something like that.
It's the same idea, but it goes through our Wi-Fi, American broadband. But it's their cable version. Oh no, it's actually AT&T.
So, is it streaming stuff that you do?
Yeah, it's streaming the whole time, but it's
okay.
You can put channels on, but we watch mostly documentaries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Big Bang Theory we fall asleep to.
Everything now is about the monthly subscription.
Yeah,
everything's about the monthly subscription. Yep. It's you have my God, HBO Plus, Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix.
Yeah, we have
Discovery.
all those.
Did I say Discovery already?
No.
But there's just so many of them that you can get. Even Channel 61, Fox has an app now.
Yeah,
that you can watch because I guess they got taken off of DirecTV or Dish Network or something like that.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
they're politicizing everything. Yeah.
So they went ahead and they have their own app now that you can download and watch, at any time. So I don't think you can watch live TV. I think it's just news reports.
I don't think there's any such thing anymore as live TV. Except maybe, the sports isn't even live anymore because you have to have the playback or whatever. You have to have 30 seconds out or something. That way you can stop something if something bad happens.
Oh yeah. Well, even radio has a 7-second delay.
They have that too.
In most, yeah.
Oh.
Like even this right here.
I noticed that. Yeah.
There's a 6-7 second delay. Even in this. So whenever, if you're hearing this right now over your phone or your tablet or your computer or whatever you're tuning in on, this is about. It's about 6-7 seconds behind.
Oh,
so
I noticed. I just figured it was because I had to go through the whole system.
No, so right now I'm in the bathroom. Your wife just says, "Our kids say TV is for old people."
Yeah, yep.
They'd rather have their heads buried in their phones.
Mm-hmm. True.
That is very true.
Yeah.
There's a video that's up on YouTube, which I think is very, very has a great message, has a very good message within it. And all I know how to find it is search, go up on YouTube and search, look up from your phone.
Really?
It's like a 4-minute video. And it's all done in prose. And it's a little story about a man walking straight on a sidewalk, and then a female walking like perpendicular to him and walking by him. And it shows him looking at his phone and her looking at her phone, and kind of like the whole two ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they go, shh. They don't even look at each other.
Oh.
Then they rewind it. And he's looking on his phone for directions, but he's looking up and she's not even looking on the phone. And they bump into each other.
Oh.
And they stop. And he starts asking her, obviously the directions to get somewhere. And it's a whole story of how they found each other. They fell in love.
Wow.
They had kids going off to college. I mean, the whole story. And that then even to the point where he's holding her hand as she is passing away.
Oh.
And at the end of it, it goes, but this never happened because you didn't look up from your phone.
True story.
Mm-hmm. And it really is very, very true. So, how much life do we miss from just sticking our head in the phone?
Hours.
We could miss the most important things to us.
Hours and hours a day.
Huh?
Hours and hours a day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I tell people that all the time.
But how much of your life will you miss? I mean, what kind of opportunities will you miss? Because your head's in your phone, you're not looking around, your peripheral vision is not, up to par because you're too busy seeing what's on Snapchat.
Yeah. Yep. So the best thing they could do for society is get rid of that stuff.
It'll never
happen, but I think it's the best thing that could ever happen.
Yeah.
But it's true. People spend so much time with their head buried in their phones and stuff that they.
It's true. Yeah. So we've gone from, talking about 70s and 80s shows where you'd sit around, you even mentioned it, milkshakes, sitting in, because my parents have air conditioning in their room. So we would sit there and watch television shows.
Yep. All together.
Right. So we've fast forward and what's happening?
Yep.
Kids are looking at their phones. Even adults. It's not just kids.
No, adults are actually probably one of the worst ones now. Adults are some of the worst ones now.
Yeah.
They're teaching the kids to do it.
Well, in the living room 2 nights ago, I'm sitting there and Cameron was in there with me and Melissa was sitting on one of the chairs, one of the ones that we had made. So I'm talking to her about something. And she's going, And the whole time she's scrolling on her phone. And Cameron goes, Ma, what is so important on Facebook right now?
Yeah.
That we can't talk about this. And she goes, I hear you. And I said, all right. I said, no, you've got 60% Facebook, 40% what we're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
But I'm just as guilty. There are times where I'm doing something, or whatever. So, but that was, I don't mean to throw Melissa under the bus, but it was just a situation.
No, I remember we were out to dinner one night with all the kids and stuff. And I forget if I took the night off of work. We all went out one night or something. And we're all sitting there and every single one of them are on their phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I'm glad I went out to dinner with you guys. Watch you guys all sitting here playing on your phones.
And then they get mad if you tell them to put it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you have, we have a rule at our house.
Yeah. No phones at the dinner table.
No phones at the dinner table at all.
Yep. We have that rule.
And it's
hard to enforce as they get older. But.
Yeah. And it's, no.
Well, I mean, it is because
no.
half the time they're like, well, that's the way I am. But.
Yeah. So no, it's if it's before dinner or whatever, and you get a text message or whatever, and everybody's just kind of, even if you're sitting at the table. So we're sitting at the table and dinner hadn't started yet. And this is Thanksgiving. And Melissa's stepfather looks over and he goes, so, hey, I thought it was no phones at the table. I'm like, dinner hasn't started yet, man. So we'll get there. But it was something I was talking to my daughter. So there's that. But there have been many times, and then Cameron will try to hide it.
Oh,
he doesn't anymore.
Do it under the table.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you're like, here's the table, right? And his chair is turned to a 90-degree angle, and all of a sudden you can see him looking down and his arm turning over a little bit.
Yeah, Ryan's slick like that, and then he'll put it on his lap.
It's like, dude, can't you just for 4 minutes?
Yeah.
And then the kids, they will wolf dinner down. I mean, it's gone, so they can get back to their phones or their video game system or whatever.
And they complain with stomach ache.
And then they worry about social anxiety.
Yeah, it's caused by that. A lot of it
is caused. Yeah. It is. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute. We'll talk more about this stuff right here on SN.
Authorization, enrollment, and activation activities are required. Receive all services. Contact institution for details.
2 lattes, please, on me. Yeah? My free Kasasa Cashback checking account surprised me with sweet cash rewards. That's so thoughtful. Kasasa Cashback simply appreciates me. It also refunds my ATM withdrawal fees. My Megabank account just takes money out every month without even asking. Sounds like it's time to move on.
Take back the special treatment you deserve with Kasasa Cashback. Ask for Kasasa Cash Checking at Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank today. Member FDIC.
The flagship for Griswold High School sports and your home for local news and weather, broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City. The streaming news and sports network, SNSN.
Here's a look at your local weather forecast on SNSN. We can expect rain pretty much all day today. It won't really get heavy, but it'll just be dreary and gross. Mostly cloudy, otherwise temps around 59 degrees, and it could be a little windy with gusts getting as high as 25 miles per hour. Tonight, the rain should continue right until your overnight. Then it should clear up towards the morning, temps around 35 degrees, and then sunny skies on Friday with temps right around 41 degrees.
Gambling, tobacco, and alcohol are all legal for adults. For those under 21, providing these things can land you in jail. It's 21 for a reason.
Be someone your child can depend on and trust. Model behavior that expresses you care about them and their choices. Encourage them to wait until 21 to try alcohol. It is 21 for a reason. Visit CIRACCT.org for more information.
Brought to you by CIRAC and funded in partnership with SAMHSA. It's 21 for a reason. Find out more at CIRACCT.org.
Hey, little thing, let me light your chemicals. Mama, I'm sure all the hand and I just around.
No waste hauling job is too hard to handle for Connecticut Affordable Waste. New low prices on 10, 15, 20, and 30-yard dumpsters. You discard it, they haul it. Visit their website, www.ctaffordablewaste.com, or give them a call today, 860-391-9017. 860-391-9017. CT Affordable Waste is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Let me light your chemicals. Mama, I'm sure all the hand and I just around.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street. Mike Minarski and Rich Wasilick in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
All right. That is true. We do news talk in the morning. Not a lot of news going on, though.
Let's say if there was news,
there's not a lot of news going on.
No, well, I don't. Not that matters.
You know, I mean, there's situational type stuff. Like people get arrested.
We could probably look up what actor farted today.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
but no, there really isn't a whole lot going on.
No, nothing.
Not at all. You think there'd be more? With a new board of selectmen here in town. And. But it's pretty much status quo. It's pretty much status quo.
Yeah.
And I gotta admit, I went to the latest rec commission meeting.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Monday
by
night.
the way. Full-time member.
Well, yeah. Well, I haven't. It's got to go through the board of selectmen first. So,
does it?
Which is next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and who knows? But I
canceled.
But I will say that. Well, first of all, there's a new chairperson, which is Sarah Seifert.
Yeah, who that is.
And she's been on the board for a while.
Mhm.
And Ryan Snide, who's a local plumber, he's the vice chair.
Oh,
and that's brand new. But Dana Bennett was at the meeting.
Okay.
And I think this is the first. I mean, there's the politics of it all, right?
Of course. Yeah.
And then there's the campaigning and, whatever. This is like maybe the second time. And I really got a chance to see her personality.
Okay.
She's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice, to actually, see like,
the human side.
Yeah, well, she's human, but I don't think she's reptilian.
No.
But it was. I mean, she's very conversational.
Yeah, no politics.
The politics are gone.
Yeah.
Thrown out the window.
Gotcha.
It was just, hey, here we are, and very well spoken. So,
see what happens.
Yeah. So. No matter what, it was the same thing with Todd Babbitt 4 years ago. It's like, you got to give the man a chance.
Well, you got to give everybody a chance. You never know what's going to happen.
Because we had what? How many years of School Check? And School Check was doing, great.
Yeah,
Before he went into
how many years was he in?
4. He had 2 terms, and you couldn't beat him.
Okay,
couldn't beat him. Then he won and became a state rep. So I mean, the town was really on the upswing. So it's like, okay,
now what?
Yeah, now what? And so Todd Babbitt was like, all right, well, he's a road supervisor. What the hell's he know?
Sweep the road.
Yeah. But apparently he knew quite a bit.
Yeah.
And you got small town politics,
Well, that's the same. Everyone knows somebody, and that's it. And
people get catty and all this, whatever. But it's just a small town.
Mm-hmm.
It's all we are. It's just Griswold. We're not Capitol Hill or
this
anything.
isn't like Las Vegas.
Right. So the bottom line is we had to give, everybody had to give Todd Babbitt, a shot. And I thought he did very, very well. Dana Bennett is now the new first selectman, and you have to give her a chance.
Mm-hmm.
You just do. You if you sit here and you complain that your party didn't win, you could, but
not gonna help
but
anything.
what's your goal? I mean, the goal should be. I would think, in my opinion, that we all work together for the betterment of the town, right?
Yeah, definitely.
As residents, as small business owners.
Well, that's the nice thing. The
whatever.
Health and Safety Committee, we're not all in the same political party. Some aren't a member of any political party. But you go in and you all work towards the same goal, make everything better. That's what you got to do.
And if you think about it, really, everybody is so close to the aisle.
Yeah.
With their beliefs and their thoughts and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you're 100% one way or the other, you're not going to get anywhere. It's not going to work that way. It's not reality.
Right. This isn't Capitol Hill where, they're more concerned, of having 51%, 49%, one party or the other, or there's one more seat in the House for the Republicans or the Democrats. When you're looking at small towns like Griswold or Plainfield or Canterbury, where there's, I think, 12 people, Sterling, where there's about 10. And or Voluntown. These are very, very small towns. And I don't know. I don't think there's really a whole big bunch of differences between Republicans and Democrats.
You talk to a lot
politics.
of them. They don't believe 100% of one ideology. It's
right.
So I think it's going to be all right.
I think so too. And you have to, like I said, you have to give, just like. Everybody had to, gave Skolchek a chance. Everybody gave Todd Babbitt a chance. And I think we need to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Of course, with Dana Bennett. So, because what do you want to do? Move?
Well,
no, nobody's moving. I don't care what anybody says. That's not my first selectman. Well, then move. If you don't like it, there's really not.
Trump wasn't their president. They're still here too. So
exactly. How many celebrities turned around and said, if Trump wins, I'm leaving the country. They're still here.
Funny thing is, I offered to help him pack, so I don't.
Yeah. Who's it? Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell was one of them.
Yeah.
She's still here.
Yeah.
She
even got kicked out of her show. I mean.
Yeah. She's not even relevant anymore.
No.
She's not even relevant, but
that's. I don't know. They weren't helping anything. They didn't help do anything positive. So their whole negative only destroyed everything even more. So so you want to stay positive, make things better, help out.
Yeah, that's true.
Down and dirty of it.
All right. So I do want to mention that along with the whole news talk in the morning and then 80s all day, we're rebranding a couple of things as well. So we are not only do we have I don't know if you noticed, but we got a whole bunch of stuff on snsnradio.com.
Yeah.
That you can go ahead and take a look at or whatever and see if you like. Shirts, hoodies, socks, Christmas ornaments, any of this stuff. That's all there. But we also have some 80s stuff as well.
Get the big poofy wigs.
We're getting stuff, man. We're getting stuff. Like we have, the Griswold t-shirt right there with the Griswold seal on it. We have different things that, that you're not going to find at Dollar General.
Yep.
There's the rainbow hoodie right there with the rainbow G. So if you celebrate LGBTQ and you want to show your pride, and you go to Grizzled, or you did go to Grizzled, there you go. There's that. What about if you live in Jewett City? Just Jewett City, right?
Yeah.
The borough.
The borough,
right?
yeah.
It's America's only Jewett City. That's what we are. You can get that in a hoodie or a T-shirt. Am I trying to sell you stuff? Yeah, well, maybe, but still, I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You can. All right, here's the thing. You want to promote your town, right? You want to bring attention to your town. You want to bring positive attention to your town. For the longest time, you would say to people, "Where do you live?" Or you'd say, "Where do you live?" Well, I live in Griswold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. What street do you live on? Live on Russell Street. Oh yeah, towards Brown Avenue. Yeah. You live in Jewett City. No, I live in Griswold. People for the longest time were afraid to, or didn't want to say, I live in Jewett City.
Well, honestly, I didn't know they were the same town at first before I moved here. Yeah.
Neither did I. When I was growing up, I had no idea. I thought Jewett City was Jewett City, Lisbon, Voluntown, Patchogue. Everything was Jewett City. I didn't even know Griswold existed.
Well, I knew it existed, but I didn't know they were same town.
Yeah. You understand it now.
I didn't even know where they were, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I just knew that Lisbon, if you dialed their phone, it was 376. Same thing with Jewett City. Must be the same town.
See, I didn't even know the prefix. So.
Same thing with Voluntown, 376.
Well, I grew up down in the south part of the state. So you had Montville, you had Oakdale, Palmertown, Uncasville, Mohegan, Tribe. It's all the same town.
Right.
So same idea.
Preston, Pocatonic.
Yeah.
I
didn't know they were the same town for a long time either.
By the way, Jack Osborne was in Pocatonic last night at Captain Grant's. Captain Grant's Inn.
Really?
A haunted place, yeah. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So, but yeah, people would say, no, I live in Griswold. No, you live in Jewett City. But because Jewett City has been laced with a lot of negative connotations because of drug overdoses. Every town has them. It's not just here. And then there's a lot of towns that have a lot more.
Yeah, they were just known for percentage wise, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, per capita or something.
So it's like, no, I'm not from Jewett City. I'm in Griswold. No, you're not. So I think we have to put my opinion is that we've got to put a positive spin on the area that we live in. Why? Because you want to bring people to town. You want
I hope
people
that would be everybody's opinion. I would hope that's.
Yeah, I would hope so too. Like here's another one. Jewett City, Connecticut. It takes a village, cross out village. It says borough because we are in the borough of Jewett City. So those are on there, along with many, many more at snsnradio.com. And then click on store, and there you go. So there's a bunch of stuff, and then, oh my, there he is. There's the best looking man in all of insurance, Kevin Trahan from the Trahan Agency in Plainfield and Niantic, or East Line. 860-564-3383.
Same town.
Yeah. Right.
They have Flanders, East Line.
Yeah.
Niantic.
Then there are our friends over at Advanced Automotive. I wish they would send me a better picture. I need a better picture. Route 138 in Griswold.
Get my Jeep fixed there.
Huh?
I get my Jeep fixed there sometimes. It's great.
There's a lot of great places to eat. You can get your car fixed around here. There's a lot. Anyway. All right, dude. I think we're done.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. All right. Thanks for joining the show today, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow with who the hell's coming in?
Not me.
Friday. Paul Ash and Chris Goodman. See you tomorrow.
Hey, I'm Jess, but you can call me the Tire Queen. For the best deals on tires, come and see me at Advanced Automotive on Route 138 in Griswold. Call me at 860-376-8687. But definitely don't talk to my dad. He's definitely not the Tire King.
And right now, Jess the Tire Queen has great deals and excellent service waiting for you at Advanced